Welcome to AMZ Fusion, where we help you succeed in your Amazon business. I'm Mike. Today we're going to talk about buying criteria. When you're starting out, it's hard to know what criteria to look for, so let's get some ideas of what looks good versus what doesn't. We will discuss different areas to look at to make smart, data-driven decisions. Profitability. One of the most important factors when buying product is profitability. You need to know how much you're actually going to make. ROI, return on investment, versus PM, your profit margin, are important metrics to consider. You also need to count for profitability factors such as labor. Remember, your time is valuable. You might want to consider hiring a virtual assistant, VA, to help you. You need to understand all of the fees add up and affect your profitability. You should do your best to plan for them. Minimum profit. It's important to set a criteria for minimum profit and stick with it. We would say $2 to $3 minimum per product and a 20% ROI. Why these numbers? This is close to an industry standard for Amazon. Also, $2 to $3 really isn't $2 to $3 after subtracting costs such as labors and other fees. You'll see that you'll really need 2 to 3 or more to make money. If you're selling below that, you'll really need to make sure you're running at top efficiency. Prep type. You'll need to understand some prep types. Different prep types have different costs. FNSKU, or Fulfillment Network Stock Keeping Unit, costs about 1 to 2 cents each. Poly bags cost 3 to 10 cents. Bubble bags 15 to 50 cents. And set creation bundles cost $25 to $2. Whether you're prepping products yourself or using a prep center, you need to be aware of the extra costs involved with each prep type. Prepping products like bubble wrapped glass takes materials and a lot of time. Quantities to order. Figuring out how much to buy can be tricky. Test orders are important. We recommend buying a max of, say, 30 units of product and selling those to make sure everything works out correctly before restocking. Restocking is important, and you should also consider how many days you should stock and use software to track it. Amazon software is free, but not great. We have a whole separate video about restocking, so check that one out. There are tools like Jungle Scout that can estimate how much a product sells per month, but they are only estimates. Some people like to look at the amount of drops in a sale graph, but these are also not accurate. We like products that sell at least 30 units per month, and the key to selling anything is inventory turnover. Competition. You also need to consider the number of sellers and their quantities. Not all sellers will have competitive price, so you can rule some of those out. If they aren't within, say, 5% of the buy box price, they likely won't get sales. Competition. You also need to consider the number of sellers and their quantities. Not all sellers have competitive price, so you can rule some of those out. If they aren't, say, within 5% of the buy box price, they likely won't get sales. If you see some really large sellers with lots of units at a competitive price, you will have a hard time selling as well. These are a couple of things to consider when purchasing a product. Product dimensions. Finally, product dimensions are important to consider. Some products can be really big and cost a lot of money to ship. You need to account for stuff like this. We stereotypically stay in the small standard or large standard size category. Amazon may split your shipments to different warehouses based on what type of product it is. Reasons to split may be because the products are shoes, hazmat, or oversized products. Big products are harder for you to handle and ship either FBA or FBM. And that's it for today's episode of AMZ Fusion. We hope you found this information useful. Join us next time for more tips and tricks on how to succeed on Amazon. Thanks for watching.